Hi, this is Brian Jones from Valhalla Academy in Frankfort, Kentucky, and this is part of our technique series. Today we're going to be working on the sickle sweep from the open guard, or the spider guard. Okay, so we're going to get into the spider guard position. If you haven't seen the spider guard video, click the link above to watch that so you know the context that we're working from. We start out on the ground, we have our opponent's sleeves. We're going to trade this hand with the sleeve grip for the ankle. I'm going to turn onto my side facing this ankle and my foot stays on the hip. If you'll notice, my toes are still pointed out. Okay? So I'm going to be pushing this way rather than turning my foot over. So my toes stay out. This leg is going to cut across, taking out his leg. I'm going to push with this leg right here, and then I'm going to pull with the hand that's on the ankle. This sleeve is just going to allow us to ride up into the opponent and get on top. So the sweep looks like this. I come up, I get my points. Okay? So, let's work it from the other angle. So, have the sleeve grip, grab the ankle, turn to the side, keeping my hip open. This is going to come across and come up. Okay? So, let's go back to the other side. I want to address one issue that may or may not be relevant in the context that you're practicing this technique. A lot of times techniques against the legs, leg locks, and new IBJJF rules on leg reaping don't allow for certain leg locks. But in some cases they are illegal, so you want to make sure that you take all the precautions necessary to stay out of positions that would lend themselves to your opponent getting a chance to leg lock you. So what we're going to do on this is occasionally when you come up, you may come up on top of your opponent somewhat. Okay? So I'm going to set up this situation. Like this. Okay? So notice how I put my knee down. Like this. I immediately want to do that because when people are first learning this technique, they have a tendency to want to keep this knee up and stay in a kneeling position over their opponent. This is not a good position for me. If he's quick, he's going to lace the leg, and I'm going to give him an opportunity to either heel hook me or ankle lock me in some other way. So even, I don't stress this so much with the brand new beginners because they're not going to be dealing with leg locks. But as they get the technique down, I want them to be aware that you need to do one of two things. Okay? So I'm going to do this. As the person is falling, I want to disengage slightly. Okay? Bringing my leg away. If I find myself in this situation, I'm going to drive my knee to the mat immediately to take myself out of danger. Okay? So, two options there. He's already falling. You're already getting on top. You don't have to pass the guard immediately. But if you find yourself in that kneeling position, as soon as you recognize that you're there, you want to make sure you immediately drive that knee to the ground to prevent him from lacing your leg. This has been Brian Jones from Valhalla Academy in Frankfort, Kentucky. Train hard, train smart, and train often. I'll see you next time.